Yes, a very good morning, good afternoon, crypto ambassadors, wherever you are across the world. I greet you all. My name is Sembata Chris from Uganda. I'm one of the leaders that you are working with in this very wonderful opportunity of cryptocurrency trading using an artificial intelligence, that is Royal Q. So today, I'm going to be your host of this meeting, of this training. And today is a Monday. Monday, we always have signals and presets. That is our topic. And under that topic, we are talking about how you can set signals using the bull run or the super bull run strategy that we are using. You know, if you are to make money from this business, you should have a good strategy. That's one. And then two, you should have good capital if you are to make money in this business. So that's what we are teaching you always on Monday, bull run strategy or the super bull run strategy. And then you should know how to manage your capital. Wallet management is very important. Wallet management is very important, and the super bull run strategy focuses on helping you to learn how to manage your trading capital. So today is a Monday. Leaders who are on this call, you can invite. We are still very few in number. We are 49 participants. For 49 participants, we are few in number, yet this training is needed by very many people. As crypto ambassadors, we always have very many people who join on our team on a daily basis. So the number is still very limited, 49 people. When I start, it's like I'm doing a disservice to you guys. So at least let me start when we are 100. The leaders on this call, people are giving out the link from different WhatsApp groups and emphasize your downlines to be part of the training. I'm giving 2 minutes to do that. Leaders on this call, if you are a V2, V3 and above, invite and encourage your downlines to be part of the training. So once they are part of the training, it reduces on the load that you have. If they learn what to do, you yourself, you also become independent in the business. And this, it is aimed at growing leaders, not followers. People who understand what to do, even in your absence. Even in your absence. So if the business is rotating on you, if your business is rotating on you, then there is a very big problem in your team. People should be independent and know what to do, even in your absence. In that when you are not around, they can still run the business as if you are around. What if you get sick? What if they call you for a function? That means your business is not going to be moving because people don't understand what to do and everything is driven on you in the team. That's a very big mistake. So make sure you have downlines, you have people in the trainings. Always leaders, make sure you have people in the training. In fact, the first person to be in the training should be a leader. And then after being in the training, identify if you have some people in the training. If you don't have, make a roll call. People should be in the training. I'm giving 2 minutes and I get started. Okay. So without wasting time, I think because of the rain, maybe some people will not manage to attend. So it's serious raining in Uganda here. Okay. How many of you, if they send a signal in a group and you can identify that this is a signal? How many of you, if they send a signal in a group, you can identify that this is a trading signal? How many of you, if they send a signal, then you can identify that this is a signal? Okay. So they are fake one also, sir. No, 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 no. I can't see anything. Please help. I can't see anything. Please help. Me, I can identify. Okay. So today, let me share my screen straight away. Today, I'm going to talk about this signal. You know, we are having different signal providers, and different signal providers send signals in different formats. They send signals in different formats. Last time on Monday, I was teaching about this. This is also a signal. That's what I talked about last time on Monday. Then today, let me also talk about this. This is a signal. And I told you, the first thing you focus on whenever a signal is being sent in a group, it is to identify the name of the coin given to set in your LQ application. And in this case, we are given feeder. It is called feeder stroke USDT. That's the name of the coin or trading pair we are given. So they are telling you that buy it at current price. Buy at current price. When they tell you buy at current price, it's like when you go in a boutique to buy a t-shirt. Buy what? A t-shirt. And they tell you a t-shirt is at $20. $20. When they tell you it is at $20 and you don't bargain, you just pay. You just give the person $20. That means you have bought the t-shirt at current price. You have bought the t-shirt at current price. Now, if you bargain and you tell the person, no, me, I'm giving you $15. However much you are telling me that the t-shirt is at $20, me, I'm giving you $15. If you buy it at 15, if you buy it at 15, 15 becomes your preset. It becomes your preset price. It becomes the trigger price, the price you want to buy the t-shirt. Hope someone is getting the difference. So when they tell you buy at current price, the person is telling you buy at that exact price in the market. If the t-shirt is $20, pay the $20 and take the t-shirt. That means you have bought it at current price. So if this coin, its current market or its current price in the market is $20. Is 20 what? Is $20. You are going to buy it at 20 what? $20. There is no preset. That's why some people you are given signals. They are telling you buy at current price, and then you start saying, what are they saying? Hey, buy at current price. What do they mean? They are telling you buy at that very price. Meaning that after saving your settings in your OQ, just click on activate. You start the trade. The robot will buy at current price. Then we have TP. We have take a profit. We have take a profit. Take a profit when the robot buys and sells this coin. You are going to make a profit of 2.5% of what? Of the money you invested in a coin. You make 2.5% of the money you invested in a coin. Some people, you are very funny. Someone tells you, I have $500, but I've never even made a profit of $1 or $2 in a day. Then you ask the person, did you invest all your $500 in a coin? The person tells you no. Then you ask them, why are you saying that you are using $500 and you have never made $1 or $2 in a day? The profit you make depends on the money you have invested in a coin, but not your total capital you are using on your digital bank of Binance. I repeat the statement. The profit you make depends on the money you invested in a coin as first buy in amount. You invested in a coin as first buy in amount, but not your total capital that you are using on your digital bank of Binance. So these people who are telling us I'm using $1,000 as my trading capital, but I've never made $1, $2. What do you mean? You mean you invested all your $1,000 in a coin? Or you mean on your $1,000, you commanded the robot to use $100 as first buy in amount? So if you command your robot to use $100 as first buy in amount, it means that these $100 are the ones that has gone to the market. So you are going to make 2.5% of $100 that went to the market, not your total capital on your digital bank of Binance. If you have understood that, type a 1 in the chat. If you have understood that, type a 1 in the chat. If you have understood that, type a 1 in the chat. If you have understood that, type a 1 in the chat. So those ones who are already complaining in our inbox, where are you when we are always teaching these things? Then this one, take a profit. In your Royal 2 application, it is given as whole position, take a profit ratio. It is given as whole position, take a profit ratio. It is given as whole position, take a profit ratio in your OQ application. Then we are having drop. We have drop. This word drop means margin call drops. Means margin call drops. And where do you find margin call drops? Where do you find margin call drops? When you click on margin configuration. When you click on the word margin configuration, that's where you get margin call drops. And margin call drops or call drop, it is a safety net in the market. Someone just visited my inbox today in the morning when I had just waked up. How do you analyze the coin so that you can get better trades and then you stop floating loss? And I said, in my mind, what came in my mind, I was like, this person does not attend the training. And if me, myself, I don't give special attention, no. I like to always teach in general. Because we are very many in numbers, it is very difficult to go in someone's inbox, each and every one. So I always want to give knowledge in general public. It's now about you to be part of the training or not to be part of the training. So a call drop, whenever you are given a signal as a trader, expect two things from the coin. Expect two things from the coin. Some people, even you go ahead to say that maybe people who are sending the signal, they are giving you wrong signals. If you say that, me, I don't reply. That's the fact. I don't reply you. Because you don't know, you don't understand the market you are trading in. So when you are given a signal, expect two things from the coin. That should be in your mind. You should not bother yourself. It should be in your mind. You should be knowing it. Expect two things from the coin. One, the signal can go up. Then your robot will sell immediately. Or the market can go down and then the coin goes into floating loss. Expect that. Trade when you have it in your mind. Because it can happen. That's why you are given a drop. That's why you are given drop. To prepare you, in case the market goes down, you can command your robot to keep on buying whenever the market is going down. And whenever the robot is buying, it is creating a new price that is going to help your coin to come out from floating loss as soon as possible. As soon as what? As soon as possible. That's why you are given drop. And in this signal, they are telling you first call and second call. First call and second call. Where do we open these from? The first call and second call. Where do we open them from? Where there is a word margin call limit. Where there is a word margin call limit. Margin call limit means number of margin calls. Margin call limit means number of margin calls. Meaning that this coin, they are telling you first and second call. That means on the number of margin call limit, you are going to put 2. You will put 2 because here they are telling you 1 and 2. So if you add up this, 1.25 and 2 and 2.52, you are getting 3.77%. That is the drop percentage. But I told you, you can ignore this. You can ignore these coral drops. These coral drops, you can ignore them. You can ignore them. And then you use this. You can ignore these coral drops and you use this. Use this. 0.2, 0.3, 0.5, 1% and 1%. This is now margin call drop. This side is margin. Are you getting the point? So sorry for that. My network. You know, in Uganda, everything is possible. And it is raining. Those of you who are in Uganda from different parts, you know it is raining. And once it is raining, network is not good. So you should bear with me. Should bear with me as we are teaching. So you can ignore this. This one, color drops, ignore them, as I have said. You come and you use what we call the bull run strategy. Here I use 0.2, 0.3, 0.5, 1% and 1%. Then here I use 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Now, instead of opening up 2 margin calls, as the signal says, instead of opening up 2 margin calls, open up 5 margin calls. That's why you are going to ignore this. You will ignore that. Because when you add up 1.25 plus 2.52, you are getting 3% drop. And even when you have used the bull run strategy of 0.2, 0.3, 0.5, 1% and 1%, you end up getting 3% drop. So it is better for you to be more safer in the market. You open up more margin calls. Instead of opening 2 for this signal, open 5 margin margin calls. And ignore this. Ignore the drops given in the signal. Ignore them. Use these settings that I've what? That I've given you. If you have understood that, type a 2 in the chat. If you have understood that, type a 2 in the chat. If you have understood that, type a 2 in the chat. If you have understood that, type a 2 in the chat. So, we have finished to analyze our signal. Analyzing our signal is done. Now, I want to talk about different capital. Different trading capital, and then the number of coins that we are supposed to trade. $60. $60. Trade one coin. Use $10 as first buy in amount. $70. Trade one coin. Use $10 as first buy in amount. $80. Trade one coin. Use $10 as first buy in amount. $90. Trade one coin. Use $12 as first buy in amount. $100. Trade one coin. Use $16 as first buy in amount. However, $100 and above, you have two strategies that you can use. You can use this. You trade one coin using $16 as first buy in amount. You can also use 40% over $100 as first buy in amount in a coin, and then the $60 will be for margin calls. You use 40% over $100 as first buy in amount, then the $60 will be for margin calls. $200, 2 coins. $300, 3 coins. 400, 3. 500, 3. 700, 3. 800, 3. 1,000, 3. 2,000, 3. 3,000, 3 coins. Don't exceed the number of coins given in a day. However, you can set 3 coins and then one sells. If one sells, you set another one. If all of them sell in a day, set another 3. But don't exceed 3 coins in a day. This system of having $100 and you set 10 coins or 5 coins, in each of them you are putting $20. I trade this one. You go even ahead and ask us questions. If I have $100 and I put $10 in each coin, $10 in each coin, you trade 10 coins. 10 coins each you are putting in $10. My friend, you are wasting your time. You are wasting your time. $100, trade 1 coin. You either use 2 strategies. One for $16 as first buy in amount, or you can use the one of 40% of your trading capital as first buy in amount. When the robot buys the coin, change from $40 and you put 10 so that the robot can buy the margin calls. Let me now give an example of $500. I calculate for you using the super bull run strategy. Using the super bull run strategy. You have $500, as we said. 23 coins. 23 what? 3 coins. This calculation applies to people who have more than $100 and above. It applies. The formula I have given you, one, what you need to put in your mind, there are 2 things. Understand the coins you are supposed to trade. On different capital, how much capital do you have? And how many coins are you supposed to trade? That's very important. How many coins are you supposed to trade using different capital, as I have shown you? Are we together? So I said $500, trade 3 coins. In the first coin, in the first coin, are we together? In the first what? In the first coin, you are going to use 40%. You are going to use 40% of your trading capital as first buy in amount in the first coin. Chris, what do you mean? If you say 40%, no, mathematics is a problem. Chris, what do you mean by 40%? 40% means 40 divided by 100. 40% of my capital. What do you mean by my capital? I mean 500 times your $500. You know, some people are very funny. From here, someone can ask you, if I'm using $600, what can I do? If I'm using $700, what can I do? If I'm using 1,000, what can I do? Give me a strategy for 1,000. Give me a strategy for 800. Give me a strategy. Then you ask them, where were you when I was teaching? I told you this formula applies. People who are having $100 and what? And above. What you need to put in your mind, it is the number of coins that you are supposed to trade, because it is going to help you in the calculation, is it? When you are calculating your capital. Very simple. And then I've given an example of $500. $500 trade 3 coins. In the first coin, you put 40% of your trading capital as first buy in amount, which is 40 divided by 100 times 500. Close here, close here, close here, close here. It becomes 4 times 50. 4 times what? 50, which is giving you $200. That means in the first coin, or in the first signal you are going to trade, you are going to invest $200 as first buy in amount. You are going to invest $200 as first buy in amount. A wise person should be even taking screenshots or noting down something. Then, what is the remaining balance? What is the remaining balance? If we are having $500, if you are using $500 and already $200 have been used to trade the first coin, what is the remaining balance? The remaining balance is simple. It is 500 minus 200. Minus 2 what? 200. Which is giving you $300. $300. That's the remaining balance. Divide this by 3. Where is 3 coming from? Where is 3 coming from? It is the number of coins you are supposed to trade depending on this capital that you have. 300 divided by 3. I have 300. I have 3 children. And I have 3 oranges. That means each and everyone is going to get 1 orange. One orange like this. I have 3 children. I have 3 children. I have 3 oranges. I give 1 to the first person, 1 to the second, and another 1 to the third. So 300 divided by 3, we are getting 100 equals to 100. That means everyone is getting what? 100, 100. Now, in the second coin, you will invest $100. That is in the second coin. The first one, we traded it. You will invest $100. But remember, we are trading these coins with margin calls. So you cannot invest all your $100 as first buy in amount. That's where now you are going to use $16. You are going to use $16 as first buy in amount. And in the third coin, you are also going to invest $100 using $16 as our first buy in amount. Now, do you see that on our $300 here, on our $300 there, we have already used 200. We have used this 100 here for the second coin, and we have also used 100 for the third coin. Then we have remained with $100 untouched on our digital bank of Binance. So it is this $100 that we shall use to open up margin calls for the first coin we traded using $200 as our first buy in amount. As our first buy in amount. The second and the third coin, we trade them with margin calls using $16 as first buy in amount. We trade them using 5 margin what? 5 margin calls. If you have understood that, type 1 in the chat. If you have understood that, type 1 in the chat. If you have understood that, type 1 in the chat. But such a setting of 2 is only for pumping coins. Who told you? When you traded the Acro, when it was pumping, did it not go down? Someone is telling me, but is for only for pumping coins. Why change it to bull run? These are the people that don't listen. When you traded the back and you traded the Acro, was it not pumping? Right now, how many months have you spent in the Acro coin or back? So the more you open up margin calls, the more safer you are in the market. That's why I'm telling you to change from 2 margin calls and you open up 5 margin calls. You use the bull run strategy. Some people don't mark my words. The question is, when you traded the Acro and the back, when they were pumping, are they not down? How many months have you spent in those 2 coins when they are in the floating loss? How many? In fact, if you don't know, is it Kasim? If you don't know, it is very risky to trade a coin which is pumping, whose market is going up. It is very risky if you don't know to trade a coin which is pumping than trading a coin with preset price. If you don't know. For your own knowledge, if you don't know. Because the market can never be up forever. What goes up, it comes down. And what goes down comes up. What comes up goes down. This is how the market of cryptocurrencies moves. This is how it moves. So when you want to trade a coin at its peak, when the market has risen, that means you are buying it expensively. You are buying it expensively because it has risen, its market is up. Therefore, you are buying it at a very high price. Then when it comes down, my friend, you will be in floating rate for a longer time because it will take time for this coin to go back at this price where you traded it. Ama tugende maaso abakitegedde. If you have understood that, type 2. Type 2. type 1 in the chat. We go on. Someone is recording. Hey, I don't know. Okay. Let's what? Let's continue. So if we are to continue, the calculations are the same. They apply. They apply to someone who is using $100 and above. $100 and above. What you put in your mind is the number of coins you are supposed to trade. That's what should be in your mind. I told you $200, trade 2 coins. 2 coins. 300, trade 3. 500, 3. 1,000, 3. 2,000, 3 coins. So put in your mind the number of coins that you're supposed to trade. So if we are using $200, it is the same. $200, so long as you have mastered the calculation, you are using $200. $200. 22 coins. You people master the calculation and apply it to different trading capital. Apply it to different trading capital. So long as you are using $100 and above, master the strategy, apply it to different trading capital, you will see you are using $200 in the first coin. Use 40% of your trading capital. Cancel here, cancel here, cancel here, cancel here. It becomes 4 times 20, which is $80. So in the first coin, you are going to invest $80 as first buying amount. What is the remaining balance? What is the remaining balance? The remaining balance is $200 minus $80, which have gone in the first coin. It is 200 minus 80, which is already used in the first coin. Here you are going to get 120. Divide this by 2. Where is 2 coming from? The number of coins you're supposed to do what? To trade. Here you are going to get 60. 60. You have 2 children. and you have 12 oranges, everyone is going to get 6 oranges. 6 plus 6, you are getting 12. 12 plus 0, you are getting 120. Simple mathematics. That means in the second coin, you are going to invest $60 using $10 as first buy in amount. Now, you will reserve another $60. You will reserve another $60, which you are going to use to open up margin calls. To open up margin calls. For the first coin, you traded using $80 as first buy in amount. That is the calculation. Apply it to different trading capital that you have. What you should put in your mind is very simple. Understand the number of coins you're supposed to trade. That $500, I'm trading 2 coins. Apply this, that in the first coin, I'm putting 40% as first buy in amount. What is the remaining balance? Compare and contrast. Compare and contrast. If you have understood that, type 3 in the chat. I go now to the settings. If you have understood that, type 3 in the chat. Okay. So I'm going to the setting of the signal. First, open your Q application. Make sure you are at home here. Make sure you are at home there. Click on this search bar. Click on the search bar. Come on search here. Type in the name of the coin. The name is feeder. Feeder. This is the name. Click on it. Click on I understand. This notification will disappear. The risk reminder will disappear. Or you can click on this X. It will disappear. Come down here on create. Click on create. Then click on Martingale. Martingale strategy boot. And then come and you click on create again here down. So come on this next. Next down here. Click on this next down here. Come to trade setting. Come to trade setting. Then click on manually create. So this is what I was calling first buy in amount. Today I'm using an example of $500. I said $500. Trade 3 coins. Trade 3 coins. Take an example that this signal we are setting, it is your first coin. It is your first coin that you are setting. And we said in the first coin, invest 40% of your trading capital. That is 40. 40 divided by 100 times 500. Cross here, cross here, cross here, cross here, which becomes 4 times 50, which is giving you 200. So come here and you put 200. Now, what is the remaining balance? The remaining balance is going to be 500 minus 200, which is giving you 300. 300 divide it by 3. Where is 3 coming from? It's the number of coins that we're supposed to trade. So here you are going to get 100, meaning that here you will put 200 as first buy in amount. Come here, we said a minimum of 5, a minimum of 5. Come here and you put 5. Then this one, this in the signal, it is given as take a profit. It is given as take a profit. or sometimes it is given as TP. It is given as TP. So in the signal we are trying to set, this is it, and we are given 2.5. So you come here and you put 2.5. 2.5. Then this one, hold position, take a profit callback. This is not given in the signal. It is not given in the signal. It is called TP callback or hold position, take a profit callback. What you are given is buy in callback, but you are not given TP callback. Do you see how different are these signals? In this signal, they have given you buy in callback, but in this type of signal, they give you TP callback. They give you TP callback, but they don't give you buy in callback. So when you are trading this signal and you are not given TP callback, this kind of signal, use 0.01. Use 0.01. So come here on take a profit callback, put 0.01. 0.01. After that, come on this buy in callback. It is given in the signal. This is buy in callback. It is given in the signal. It is 0.02. 0.02. Then come here. Strategy period. Strategy period. This one in the signal is given as strategy. It is given as a strategy, like here in the signal. It is here. It is given as a strategy. So it is given as one shot. So come and you click here on the word cycle. It will change to one shot. It will change to one shot. Make sure AI margin call is on. AI margin call should be on. Then come here on margin configuration. Margin configuration. Come on this side, use 0.2. 0.2, like I told you, 0.2. 0.5, 0.3, 0.5, 1%, and 1%. Then you also come on this side, you put 1, 1, 1, 1, and 1. After that, you click on sure. Click on sure. Then come and you click on save. So we are setting our first signal. So after that, come and you change the mode to sub-bin. Put to sub-bin mode. There. Then click on sure. Click on sure. After that, you click on activate. Because the signal is telling you buy at current price. The signal is telling you buy at current price. So after that, you click on activate. You start the trade. The robot will buy at current price. The robot will buy at current what? At current price. But for those of you who are used, you know, some people are very funny. Hey, some people are very funny. To those of you who are used to putting signals here, to putting prices, here, to putting prices here. If they say current price, this is the current price of the coin. If they tell you buy at current price, this is the current price of the coin. Come, get this price, write it here. Change the mode, write this price here. If they tell you buy at current price, if they tell you buy at current price, I repeat the statement. If they tell you buy at current price, I repeat the statement. If they tell you buy at current price, get this price here, put it here, write it here on preset, write it here. Is 0.3 something. Write sure. Change the mode, then click on activate. You start the trade. If you have understood that, type a 2 in the chat. Okay, so if now after you clicking on activate, the robot will buy the coin because this is a current price signal. It is a current price what? Signal. The robot will buy immediately. Immediately the robot will buy the what? The coin. And immediately the robot buys the coin. What does it mean? It means the $200 have gone to the market already. It means the $200 have gone to the market. Because this was our first buy, it was our first buy in amount. So it means that $200 have already gone to the market when the robot buys the coin. The robot buys what? The coin. Now, after the robot buying the coin, come back to trade settings. Come back to trade settings. Change from 200. Change from $200 to $16. Why $16? Remember, we had $500 and we used $200 in the same coin. $200 went to the market and the remaining balance was 300. 300, we divided it by 3. We got $100. In the second coin we are going to trade, we shall invest $100 what? Dollars. And in the third coin, we shall also invest $100. But since it was 300 divided by 3, we shall reserve another $100. Since it was 300, divide it by 3. You get it? And the first coin was already traded using $200. So the second coin, we shall use 100 using $16 as first buy in amount. Also in the third coin, we shall invest 100 using $16 as first buy in amount. So we shall reserve another $100 on our digital bank of Binance. So it is this $100 which is reserved on our digital bank of Binance that we shall use to open up margin calls for the first coin we traded using 200 what? Using $200. That's why we changed it. After the robot buying the coin, we changed it from $200 to $16 as first buy in amount, because we are calculating the other reserved $100 that we shall use to open up margin calls. Meaning that when the robot is buying these margin calls we opened up, it will be buying them using $16 whenever the market drops down. Whenever the market drops down, this is what margin call drop, and this is multiple buying ratio. Multiple buying ratio means multiplication. The robot is multiplying as it buys. What does it multiply? It multiplies the number you have put here, multiplies the number you have put here, times your first buying amount. The $200 already went to the market. And how do you know that the $200 have gone to the market? That is the question you people always ask. How do I know $200 have gone to the market? Simple. When the robot buys the coin, it means the $200 have already gone to the market. If the robot buys the coin, it means the $200 have already gone to the market. Period. Simple as eating rice or as eating millet. You don't chew, you just swallow. This is not rocket science. It's not rocket science, no. We are not talking about Mars, Jupiter, Venus, and what. No, it's not rocket science. It is just understanding. When the robot buys the coin, it means the $200 have already gone to the market. The robot has used the $200 what? Dollars and have gone to the market. Therefore, we cannot trade this coin without margin calls. That's why we are using the remaining $100, which is untouched on our digital bank of Binance, to open up margin calls for this coin in case the market goes down. Some people are asking the question, that coin, we cannot trade it. That means it is traded without margin calls. Who told you? The reason as to why we are changing from $200 that have already gone to the market, and then we are putting $16 as first buying amount, it is because we want, when the market is going down, we want the robot to buy margin calls. To buy margin calls for this coin. But as long as we want the robot to buy the margin calls, we should consider the $100. We should consider $100 that is remained on our digital bank of Binance. So the margin calls that we are setting should be in line with the $100 which are reserved on our digital bank of Binance to open up margin calls for this coin. That's why we are putting 16 here. So I said the robot multiplies here the number you have put here as it buys. It multiplies with what? With 16. Therefore, you are telling the robot when the market drops by 0.2, I want you to buy one time, which is going to be one time was 16. If the market drops again by 0.3, I want you to buy one time, which is one time was 16. The same here, one time was 16. The same here, one time was 16. The same here, one time was 16. So that means when the market drops at different percentages, the robot is adding in $16 for margin what? For margin calls. It is continuing to buy. And it is buying margin calls. Let me give an example. Let's say the market drops by 0.2 in the first call, and the robot buys one time. This is one time was 16. It means that the robot has added $16 in the market. And these $16 are going to be added to $200 that went in the market at first. Therefore, it is going to become 216. Once it buys the second margin call, it is going to add in another $16. So these $16 are also going to be added to the money that went to the market at first. If it buys another call here, it has added another $16. Therefore, these $16 are also going to be added to that money. And when the market stops to drop from here, when the market stops to drop down from here, the robot will not buy these remaining margin calls. It will not buy them. Why? Because the market has stopped to drop. Therefore, when the market rises, the robot is going to sell depending on this money that went to the market. And here, you are going to make 2.5% of about $232 that have went to the market. Now here, I'm to answer a question. Some people are very funny. Someone came into my inbox. You know, as leaders, we receive very many complaints of those people who don't attend the training. You see, I spend a lot of time shouting. We spend a lot of time when the training is broadcasted live to our YouTube channel. People don't want to attend. They want to pamper them. In Kiswahili, they call it kubembeleza. People, they want to bembeleza them. You get it? They want that special touch, you know. Me, I want a special touch. I want to come in your inbox to teach me in a special way, you know. Me, I don't understand them when I'm in a Zoom. You see, but we spend a lot of time shouting here, and then someone came into my inbox and told me, I set 5 margin calls. The robot bought 3. And when it bought 3, then it sold the coin. Then it sold the what? It sold the coin. So the person was very harsh on me, pinning me. Why am I 2 margin calls? Why didn't the robot buy the 4th and the 5th margin call? Why didn't it buy? Why didn't it buy the 2 margin calls? I said 5. The robot bought 3. The robot didn't buy the 2 margin calls. I don't know, even your robot is not working. When I looked at the person, you know, me, I'm always very simple when you come in such a way. I just see your message and then I keep quiet like this. I don't reply. One of the things that I learned, someone told me, when you feel that you are angry, you are angry, or when you feel something that will disturb your head and you reply in a bad way, you don't reply at all. You just keep quiet. So I learned that thing from one of my masters. in network marketing. So then when I'm here, I don't want you to be like that person. Learn it from me. Learn it from me from here. It's not a must that when you set 5 margin calls, that the robot will buy them all. It's not a must that when you set the 5 margin calls, that the robot will buy them all. No, it's not a must. The robot can even buy one. And then after it buys this first margin call and the market goes up, that means these ones will not be bought because the market has stopped to drop and instead the market has gone up. So that's why we are preparing you in case the market goes down. This drop, the drop that we are giving you, it is a safety net in the market. It is to give you safety in the market in case the market goes down. But you can also set 5 margin calls. It is possible. You can set 5 margin calls and the market does not drop at all. And the market does not drop at all. That means the robot will not buy these margin calls. It will not buy. Why? The market did not drop. The market did not drop. You can set a coin. You can set a coin and instead the market just goes up. You set a coin with margin calls. You get it? And instead the market just goes up and your robot sells. And the robot sells. Now, if the market just goes up, that means the robot will sell depending on $200 that have gone to the market. And here you will make 2.5% of the $200 that went to the market at first. But if the market comes down and the robot buys the margin calls, I told you it is adding $16. Here 16 and here 16. 16 plus 16, that's about 30. It is 20, then 10 plus 6, about 32. That means it is going to be these $32, 16 plus 16, are going to be added to $200 that went to the market. And it becomes $232. So if the market stops to drop from here and it goes up, the robot is going to sell this coin. But the profit you are going to make, it is going to depend on this money. So therefore, you will make 2.5% of $232 that went in the market. Are we together? The robot will ignore these margin calls. So it's not a must that the robot has to buy all the margin calls that you set. It can even buy one and then the market goes up. It can even buy 4 and the market goes up. Or it can even not buy any margin call because the market, when you set the coin, the market just went up. So you have understood that. Type of 5 in the chat. Type a 5 in the chat if you have understood that. Someone is asking, do you have to wait for it to buy to change? You need to wait for the robot to buy. Hey, you wait for the robot to buy. You wait for the robot to buy. Because once the robot buys, it means the money is already used. The money is already used. Then after it buys, then come back and change for the margin calls. Come back and change for the margin calls. Yes. So if you have understood that, you are going to be trading this coin, the first coin. The first coin is going to be giving you a lot of profit. Why is it giving you a lot of profit? Because even when you look at the money you have invested in this coin, it is much money. You invest 40% of your trading capital as a first buying amount. That means even when the market does not come down for your robot to buy these margin calls, and it just goes up. The robot will sell depending on $200 that went to the market. So you are going to make 2.5 of $200 in the market. But once the market comes down, if the market comes down, the robot will continue buying. And when it is buying, it is adding in $16. $16. Every buy, it is 16 what? $16. So add. This is 16 times 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Giving you about is it $86? Then 86 plus 16. Why are we adding this 16? It is the first buy in amount for the margin calls, giving you about is it $96? That's for margin calls. And I told you that whenever the robot buys the margin calls, it is creating a new average what? A new average price, which is going to help this coin come out from the floating loss as soon as what? As soon as possible. So it is always better to trade with margin calls. How do I know the robot I started selling? How do I know that is the robot I started selling? So that I can change. Some people, even when you explain to the maximum, how do you know that the robot has started selling so that I can change the margin calls later? Do we change when the robot is selling, or do we change from all of the teachings, from all of the words that I have said? Do we change when the robot is selling, or do we change when the robot has bought? From all the words I have said, about 1,001. This marks the end of our training today. Thank you very much for being part of the training. Hey, that is the first coin. So in the second coin, or the second signal that you are going to be setting, of course you know, because you have calculated your money very well, depending on your capital. What confuses people, it is this first coin. That's why I focus more on the first coin that you are going to trade, because for it involves the robot buying, and after the robot buys, then you come back in the settings, you change depending on how much money you have remained with. So okay. So let me come to the end of the training, because you cannot understand all these things at once. What happens? Me, I have not talked about opening double D. If opening double D was important, I would have talked about it. So if you open it, it is your problem. Me, I have not told you that open double D. You can't open it. Me, I have not told you. If you open it, that's your problem. Me, I have talked about AI margin call. It is supposed to be on. So let me end here for today. The more you will always keep with us in this training, the challenge is only one. Coming in today's training, and then you miss the training for a month. And also, these people who are in floating loss, and you don't want to come into the training because you are into the floating loss. So you want to come back in the training when the market is now good. My friend, you are doing yourself a disservice. You may be in the floating loss because of wrong settings. Because of wrong settings when you don't know. You may be in floating loss because of a few things that are telling you don't signal after 5 minutes. You are trading the signal after 30 minutes. Instead of waiting for another coin. So when you come in such trainings, and then we take time to give you knowledge, and we take time to give you knowledge, please use it. Use it. Capital without knowledge in this business. Even when I give you $10,000 and you don't know what you don't know what to do, you may fail to make money from the business. So always use time for learning. Come and learn. And then the other thing, where necessary, please write down. These heads, these heads and the brains, we are grown up people. The way we are capturing things, the way we are getting things, it's not the same way with your child or with your children that you have. Because for them, they don't have problems. Only their problem they have is food. You are there, you are thinking about rent, you are thinking about transport, you think about school fees, your wife is sick, my children is sick. You cannot get all these things in your head because you have a lot of things that are on your mind. You cannot put these things in your head, all of them. You can't. Where necessary, write down. Have a notebook. Have a notebook and you write down. Then when you come out from the Zoom and you feel that there is something which is confusing you, you go back to your book and say, oh, you try to remember the man said like this. If you have $200, trade 2 coins, you can calculate them like this. Then you look at your capital that you have on your digital bank of Binance. Calculate your capital and manage it very well. And then understand that learning is a process. The things I'm teaching you, I'm older in the business than you. 2 years and 6 months in the business. You are 1 week. You are 1 month in the business. The things I know are very many than you, and I learned them in a long time. You want to learn someone who comes, I've just activated my robot. I want to know everything. To know everything. I'm new in the business. I just activated my robot. I want to know everything. Hey, you want to know everything. It took me 2 years and 6 months. You are 1 month in the business, and you want to put everything in your mind. Yeah, you want to understand everything in your mind. Understand, learning is a process. Keep attending our trainings. Keep attending our trainings. Today, if I teach something and you understand it, next time you will understand it better. Maybe next time I'll talk about something different, because now I've started talking about different signals. Last time I talked about a different signal. Today I've talked about a different signal. And next time I'm also going to come out with a different what? Format of a signal. So all those signals come from our signal providers. You need to know how to set them and what do they mean. So if you don't come to the training, my brother and sister, how do you expect to make money from the market? We shall find you out there complaining Royal Chew is not working. You know, leaders of Royal Chew introduced me into the business, and then the business is not working. They stole my money. My money is gone. But I don't think that we would be here. Me myself, I would waste my 2 years in Royal Q when there was no money. You know, Ugandans, we are very attached with money. Ugandans, there is a way we are attached with money. And where we don't see money, we cannot be there. Ugandans, I would say Africans at large. We are there is a way we are attached with the money, and where we don't see money, we don't be there. You run away. That's why you find someone telling you, I was in Dubai and I didn't get money. Then I ran to UK to get more money. Because Africans are attached to money. So training is very important. Why am I emphasizing training? There is going to reach a time when the market is bullying. When the bull is bullying. You wake up one day when Bitcoin is at $10,000, $100,000. Where will you find us? Where will you find us? I will be on a vacation with my family. You will be calling me, leader, teach me signal, teach me how to set signal. Yet I gave you time teaching you how to set the signal, and you didn't use it well. And then there is another habit that I always see, and I want to fight it from here. One, these things of blaming leaders, some so and so introduced me into the business, and the person is not caring about me. You know, how do you want to be cared for? Now, I am here teaching, but the people I am teaching, I'm not the one who introduced them into the business. Why don't you come and you plug into the training system and you learn? People are here. Leaders are very many here. But I'm not the one who introduced me into the business. Leader Chad is here. Muhammad is here. I'm not the one who introduced all these people into the business, but I give in time and teach you all. Me, I don't mind who introduced you into the business. Why do you think that you are supposed to learn from a person who introduced you into the business only? Who told you that? You are limiting yourself. The experience I have in the business may not be the same experience leader Chad has in the business. I may be more than him, or he may be more than me. So if you decide to learn from one person, you are limiting yourself from getting knowledge. You are limiting yourself from getting what? Knowledge. Learn from each and every one if you have a chance. Let me give you a simple story. A person who showed me the business, the one I call my leader, he's not in the business. He quit the business when I had just joined. When I had just joined like this, The person got activation bonus and he quit. He quit the business. So I am an orphan in the business. I don't have a leader. But I'm not doing the business. I've stayed here for 2 years and 6 months without that person who introduced me in the business. Why do you give an excuse of a person who introduced you in the business not caring about you? Yet we have our training system. Have you ever come in the training and we tell you that please go away, go away, go away, go away, go away? We teach everyone who wants to learn. As I'm concluding my training today, this is a warning. Whenever the market is good, whenever the big Bitcoin price goes up, a lot of scams and scammers in the name of Bitcoin, they come expect people in your inbox, scammers and scam companies. And those people are very good at seducing others, putting them in their scams. And there is what we call abnormal profit in the market. You cannot tell me to invest $100 and I get $1,000 as a profit. Someone tells you put in $10,000, you are going to get $100 in $100,000 in 1 day. That is abnormal profit in the market. It is impossible. For us who know how the market is, it is impossible. So please be very careful. Scams and scammers are very many. People are going to come in and they are very good at convincing. You know, I joined the Royal Q and the Royal Q was not working for me very well, you know, and I found something which is more profitable than Royal Q, and this company is called so and so. You invest this money and you get this amount of money. Then you are being caught in the mind. The person, hey, kumbe you were also in Royal Q and you quit. So you went in another company. It's paying you very well. You end up being scammed by him. That's how you are being scammed. And leaders who are sharing scams to our people, when you are in Royal Q, my friend, be very careful. Be very careful. Be very careful. Royal Q has that provision whereby your account can be removed in the system. So if you are jumpy, you are a prostitute in network marketing. It is called a prostitute. You are prostitute. Your leg is in this company. Another one is in this company. You are telling people that Royal Q is the best, but we have something which is better. And you have an account with, and this is very common in leaders, V2, V3s, and above. You are working with 3 companies or 4, thinking that you will succeed in all those companies. Forget about Royal Q. Because for us, when we find out that Royal Q has a provision whereby your account can be removed in the system, this is not to scare you, but it is to tell you the truth. You cannot hide. You cannot hide forever. Someone told me, hey, I qualify to be a member of Royal Q because I paid for my robot. It is my robot. Yes, it is your robot. But when you are scamming people in the name of Royal Q, we cannot give you room. We can't give you room. Because by the end of the day, people are going to say, leaders of Royal Q, or Royal Q stole my money. You are using the name, our name, to steal other people's what? Other people's money. Be very careful. If you love Royal Q, And the account you have, people are very funny when you are V2, V3, and you start making some money from the business. You don't mind. You don't mind about other people. You mind about yourself. You become selfish. You want people to lose their money in your scams. I'm telling you, once we get the news, be very ready. That account, you are losing it. For us, we don't mind whether you paid for your robot, whether you did what, but if you are scamming people in the name of Royal Chew, then it becomes our concern as leaders. So we shall make sure we write a very special note, Royal Chew customer care, informing them about your action. By the end of the day, the account will not be there. So be very careful. You are in Royal Chew or not. Thank you very much for listening to me. Someone is asking me a question. Leader, before you close, can I set my distributed take a profit? No, you can't set it at 10% or 5%, because distributed take a profit works for the 50 margin call. It works for the 50 margin call. And if you look at the 50 margin call, we want it to be sold earlier than this 4 margin call. For it, it has a smaller take a profit. Robot sells it earlier and it uses that money to invest it more in a coin so that it can create another average price when you are into floating loss, to come out from floating loss. And that's why we are trading into sub-bin mode. Otherwise, thank you very much for listening to me. I remain yours, Asemaja Krish from Uganda. Thank you for loving Royal Q. Thank you for trusting in the leaders and representing us wherever you are. You are representatives of Royal Q in each and every country where you are. Please represent us well. We have the best opportunity. No one will trust you if you are a prostitute. No one will trust you. You cannot succeed if you don't focus. You cannot succeed if you don't focus. Focus. Let people know you in only one thing. For us, some people, I presented the business in 2021 when I just joined. They come back and they tell me, are you still in Loyal Chew? Then I tell them yes. And they say, maybe there is something. There is a secret in this business, in that business. Why have you taken long in it? Then they end up joining me simply because they see that I'm constant and persistent in what I do. No one wants to marry a prostitute. Tell me, we have ladies here and gentlemen, if they tell you that woman is a prostitute or that guy is a womanizer, can you marry that person? You fear them. You get it. So why do you think people are going to trust you when you are in this? You are telling me Royal Chew is the best. Next day you are telling me, oh, I have come with something which is better than Royal Chew. This one is. Next week you are coming with another thing. No one is going to trust you, my brother and sisters. Stay focused. You will make it. You will make it. Have a lovely day. I love you all.